Hey guys, welcome back to Minnesota Hope and Garden. We're right outside of Minneapolis if you're new here, and we have a 40-foot lot, and we've turned almost our entire yard into a food forest, homestead, whatever you like to call it. It's actually the beginning of August, and we've been meaning to get after these potatoes, but we've been very busy canning and getting after other things. And just want to take a quick view out of our backyard view. You can see things are starting to finally get very lush, very green, and slowly but surely things are producing this year. I don't know if you recall, but last year our home garden produced about just under 50 pounds. So we're hoping we can break that. We tried a new variety, red potato. It's called like a red soda potato. I can post that later because as you know, the squirrels like to plant in here, and they planted two pretty large pumpkin vines, which are producing wonderful pumpkins. And then again, kind of like last year, ours are doing a little bit more sad. And if you look behind me here, this is a mound of two types of squash that they planted in our cut flower garden, and we're just kind of letting it go. And hopefully we get a lot of really good squash out of it. So I'm going to try to be very careful with harvesting. We did 3 rows, and then this year, unlike most years, I actually put tiny little stakes in the ground, which are not very visible any longer. So I'm going to try to look for those stakes. And we did 3 solid rows. So hopefully we can find them easily, not pierce them with the fork, and still leave everything else kind of untouched here. And then we're going to probably plant some more bush beans, kind of bring this out further, and then do a few rows of beets. It's a little bit late in the season to plant beets, but we're going to give it a try. So hopefully we get a harvest. Okay, Pat will give me the fork. Okay. I think I'm going to start on the far edge here. Look for a big potato plant like this. And I feel like it kind of works like last year, just to kind of pull up the whole plant. Look at that. Look at those are blemish free. Beautiful. That's a large size. Yes. We have to get like a bucket or something. Look at that. So far, so good, guys. And those tiny little ones, we eat those too. It's important to not put your greens that have blight on them in your compost. Instead, have a bonfire or put them in your yard trash. All right, so far so good. Might as well do a little weeding while you're here. All right, yes. We take the small ones too. All potatoes are good potatoes. And it's wild because we did not think we'd have maybe a good year. We had strange weather that kind of went back and forth. So this is pretty great. Okay. So you want to kind of come on the outer edge as much as you can when you see a plant, because you don't want to pierce your, and see if there's more underneath. Okay, not much yet. Okay, so let's get kind of give you guys come on in a kind of a close up. It was kind of hot and dry much of this summer. So I've just been kind of pulling up the plants that are separating, going like this, and look at these beauties. Look at that. It's like finding gold underneath here. Look at that. You just kind of brush it through. So you pull up the plants and then you just kind of lightly brush it through. Like I said, we're kind of weeding as we go. Oh, look at this guy. Wow. Isn't that amazing? So we're just going to continue to dig for treasure. After we get the first layer of the potatoes, like these nice big ones, we'll take the fork really gently and kind of just loosen it up and see if we can find more. But that's pretty exciting. And we'll have you come over here and see what we've harvested so far. All beautiful, blemish free, no scab or anything like that. And if you get some scab, it's no big deal. You just peel those and eat them just as you would normally. Awesome. Okay, so we pretty much forked this whole row to the right. There's 3. I'm going to pick one there and kind of dig. And this is what we have so far. They're all really beautiful, nice sized red potatoes. So we're pretty happy with this so far, and we'll see what we end up with. Hopefully we get a little bit more, but so far it's looking like it might be a little bit less than last year. So we'll see what we dig up. Stay tuned. Okay, so this is what we ended up with. We might do a second blush tomorrow just to see if we missed any, but I think this is the bulk of it. So as you can see, I think it's less than last year. We'll go inside, we'll weigh it up, and we will post on Instagram what we got in this bed just to compare. Competitively much larger in size versus like the amount. There was only a few tiny ones, which is much different than the other varieties we've grown. And I can't wait to weigh it up, you guys. All harvests are good harvests. Everything you should be proud of. Every year is different. And then this is the mound of greens that we're going to be putting into our lawn garbage. Can you believe that? Look at that huge pile. So that's just from this bed here, which is probably, I don't know, 10, 12 feet by maybe about 4 feet as we did 3 rows of potatoes. So I'd say overall, this is great. We're proud of it, and we can't wait to keep you guys updated on what other things we harvest. And we're going to get this hopefully planted tomorrow. We'll keep you posted. Thanks for watching. We hope to see you soon.